WKRP in Cincinnati, 1978 to 1982, captured the hearts of audiences with its hilarious portrayal of a struggling radio station and its eclectic cast of characters, quickly becoming a cult classic. Decades later, fans still remember the antics of Dr. Johnny Fever, Venus Flytrap, Jennifer Marlowe, and the rest of the WKRP team. But what has happened to the talented actors who brought these characters to life? Now, in 2024, 42 years after the show's finale, we delve into the lives of the cast members, exploring their careers, personal journeys, and the legacies they've left behind. From their successes in Hollywood to their ventures beyond the screen, discover how time has treated the stars of this iconic sitcom and why their impact endures to this day. Howard Hesseman was born on February 27, 1940. He played Dr. Johnny Fever, the irreverent and rebellious radio DJ, in WKRP in Cincinnati from 1978 at the age of 38. Dr. Fever was known for his laid-back demeanor and his ability to push boundaries, making him one of the most iconic characters of the series. Howard Hesseman had a tumultuous career filled with highs and lows. After his role in WKRP, he struggled with typecasting, limiting his opportunities in Hollywood. Despite this, he appeared in several films and TV shows, including Head of the Class in the 1980s. On the personal side, Howard's life was marked by challenges. He was married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce. He had no children. His life took a tragic turn when he faced health issues, culminating in his passing on January 29, 2022, at the age of 81 due to complications following colon surgery. Gordon Jump was born on April 1, 1932, in Dayton, Ohio, and was 46 years old when he began portraying Arthur Carlson, the kind-hearted but clueless general manager of WKRP in Cincinnati, in 1978. Carlson, also known as the Big Guy, became an iconic television character, known for his lovable incompetence and genuine care for his employees. However, Jump's personal life was marred by his own struggles. He was married twice, and after his second marriage ended in divorce, he battled feelings of failure. During the late 1980s and 1990s, Jump also faced financial difficulties, as his career slowed down and he struggled to find prominent roles. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure in television. His health took a toll in the early 2000s, and on September 22, 2003, Gordon Jump passed away from pulmonary fibrosis at the age of 71, leaving behind a legacy of both comedic and dramatic roles. Frank Bonner, born on February 28, 1942, was 36 years old when he began playing Herb Tarlek on WKRP in Cincinnati in 1978. Herb was the brash, often crude sales manager who stood out for his loud fashion choices and relentless sales pitch. Frank Bonner's portrayal of the character left a lasting mark on the show, making Herb one of the most memorable figures in the series. Frank Bonner's life and career, however, were not without their personal and professional struggles. His post-WKRP career was less successful, and he faced several years of obscurity in Hollywood, particularly after his battle with health problems. He had 2 marriages that both ended in divorce and had a daughter from one of his relationships. His later years were clouded by the battle with Lewy body dementia, which led to his death on June 16, 2021, at the age of 79. The cause of death was complications from his battle with the disease, a tragic conclusion to a life filled with both triumphs and difficulties. Carol Bruce, born on November 15, 1919, was 59 years old when she played the formidable Lillian Mama Carlson at WKRP in Cincinnati in 1979. As the station's sharp and domineering owner, Carol Bruce brought authority and gravitas to the role. Bruce's career spanned several decades in the entertainment industry, but it wasn't without its challenges. Her personal life was marked by heartache, including the loss of her first husband, and her second marriage was fraught with struggles. Despite this, Carol Bruce maintained a solid career in theater and television, earning recognition for her powerful stage performances. In her later years, she suffered from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which ultimately contributed to her passing on October 9, 2007, at the age of 87. Carol Bruce's legacy lives on through her iconic roles, but her journey was not without significant personal trials that she faced with resilience. Alan N. McLeary, born on December 1, 1926, was a talented actress who brought depth to her role as Carmen Carlson in WKRP in Cincinnati, 1979. Portraying the devoted wife of Arthur Carlson, played by Gordon Jump, Carmen's character was a calm and loving presence in a chaotic environment. She was 52 years old when she joined the cast. Throughout her life, Allen had a varied career, with notable performances in theater and film. However, her personal life was filled with challenges, including the emotional toll of caring for her late husband, actor and director, William T. Hurt, who suffered from Alzheimer's. Allen herself was later diagnosed with the same disease. She was married once and had children, but her relationship was not without struggles. Her battles with health, as well as the loss of a spouse, were among the emotional scars she carried. Allen and McLeary passed away on May 21, 2018, at the age of 91, following a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. Ian Wolfe, born on November 4, 1896, was an iconic actor who graced the screen in WKRP in Cincinnati, 1981, playing the sarcastic but loyal Butler Hirsch. He was 85 years old at the time and had already enjoyed a long career, with appearances in numerous films and television shows. Ian was known for his sharp wit and commanding presence, even in his later years. In his personal life, Ian had a marriage that lasted many years but was marked by periods of loneliness and health struggles. He also faced the heartbreak of outliving many of his close friends and family members, which left him with a deep sense of loss. Although his career continued to thrive, it was clear that the later years of his life were colored by personal tragedies, including the deaths of his spouse and several close companions. Ian Wolfe passed away on January 23, 1992, at the age of 95 due to natural causes, after living a long and somewhat bittersweet life. Hamilton Camp was born on October 30, 1934, in London, England. He was 44 years old when he played Buddy Gravers, a minor yet memorable character in WKRP in Cincinnati, in 1978. Though the role was small, Hamilton's unique comedic style brought charm and life to the show. However, his life was marked by both triumph and hardship. Hamilton had a diverse career in voice acting, but despite his talent, he struggled to find sustained success in mainstream roles. His personal life was filled with challenges, including a failed marriage that ended in a bitter divorce. He was also known for battling personal demons, including periods of depression and loneliness. Despite his struggles, he remained active in the entertainment industry, lending his voice to numerous projects, though his health was always a concern. On October 2, 2005, at the age of 70, Hamilton Camp passed away due to a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of both television and voice acting. Mary Fran, born on February 27, 1943, was 38 years old when she portrayed Avis Dropkin in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1981. Avis was a lively and engaging character, remembered for her chemistry with the other staff members at the station. Despite her success on the show, Fran's life after WKRP was filled with both career and personal struggles. She had a series of difficult romantic relationships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. She had no children, and the disappointment of unfulfilling relationships weighed heavily on her throughout her life. Professionally, Fran found some success, but she never quite captured the same public attention after WKRP. In her later years, she faced increasing health problems and a lonely, quiet existence. Mary Fran passed away on September 23, 1998, at the age of 55 from a heart attack. Her untimely death marked the end of a promising career that had been overshadowed by personal difficulties. Hugh Gillen, born on July 14, 1925, was 53 years old when he played Cal Owens in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1978. Known for his no-nonsense and straightforward character, Cal Owens brought a sense of authority to the radio station. Outside of his acting career, Hugh Gillen led a life marked by struggles, particularly in his personal relationships. Although he was married, his family life was not as fulfilling as his professional career. He dealt with health problems throughout his life, including heart issues, and faced personal grief from the loss of close family members. In his later years, he lived a relatively quiet life, but the weight of his past, particularly with the toll of his health, shadowed his otherwise steady career. Hugh Gillen passed away on May 4, 2004, at the age of 78 due to natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that was largely defined by his steady and dependable character work. Don Diamond, born on June 4, 1921, portrayed Delivery Man No. 1 on WKRP in Cincinnati in 1979, at the age of 58. Despite his limited screen time, Don Diamond's role in the series left a lasting impression due to his comedic timing and presence. His personal life, however, was filled with less joy than his on-screen persona. Diamond had a tumultuous marriage and struggled with bouts of depression that affected both his personal and professional life. His career had ups and downs, with more opportunities in his younger years but fewer significant roles in his later years. He spent time away from Hollywood in his final years, only to return to his family in his later years, seeking peace before his passing. Don Diamond passed away on June 19, 2011, at the age of 90 due to heart failure, closing a chapter on a long but troubled career. Max Wright, born on August 2, 1943, was 39 years old when he played Frank Bartman in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1982. Wright's portrayal of Bartman was marked by a professional yet stern demeanor, but his off-screen life was anything but calm. While his acting career flourished in the 1970s and 1980s, with notable roles in TV series like Alf, his personal life was riddled with challenges. Wright went through a difficult divorce and struggled with alcoholism, which led to tension in his personal relationships. Additionally, the pressures of fame led to a strained relationship with his family, though he did maintain a close relationship with his children. In his later years, Wright faced a battle with lymphoma, a disease that ultimately took his life. Despite his earlier struggles, he found some peace later in life through his family. Max Wright passed away on June 26, 2019, at the age of 75 due to lymphoma, marking the end of a tumultuous yet influential career. Michael Pataki, born on January 16, 1936, was 44 years old when he played Detective Alcorn on WKRP in Cincinnati in 1980. Known for his stern demeanor and razor-sharp investigative skills, Detective Alcorn brought a dramatic flair to the otherwise comedic series. Pataki's childhood was marked by financial instability, growing up in a struggling immigrant family that worked tirelessly to make ends meet. Despite these challenges, he pursued a career in acting, becoming known for his roles in cult classics like Rocky IV and Halloween 4. However, his career had its highs and lows, with long gaps between notable roles. Pataki's personal life was similarly tumultuous. Though he married, the union was fraught with tension and ultimately ended in divorce, leaving him estranged from his two children. He battled health issues in his later years, including a diagnosis of cancer that he fought with courage but eventually succumbed to. Michael Pataki passed away on April 15, 2010, at the age of 74, leaving behind a legacy of compelling character roles. Alice Nunn, born on October 10, 1927, was 53 years old when she portrayed Mrs. Hutchinson in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1980. Mrs. Hutchinson was a strong-willed and assertive character, traits that mirrored much of Nunn's real-life personality. Raised in a conservative small-town environment, Nunn often felt stifled by societal expectations, which led her to pursue acting as a way to break free. Despite achieving fame in roles like Large Marge and Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Nunn struggled with feelings of isolation throughout her life. She never married and faced loneliness in her later years, living a largely reclusive life. Friends often remarked on her sharp wit and unyielding spirit, but behind the scenes, she grappled with depression and health challenges. Alice Nunn passed away unexpectedly on July 1, 1988, at the age of 60 due to a heart attack, a sudden end to a life that had known both triumph and tragedy. René Enriquez was born on November 24, 1933. At the age of 45, he brought life to the character Jose Jorge Rodriguez in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1979. Known for his charm and infectious energy, his portrayal added a memorable spark to the show. René's early life in Nicaragua was marked by hardship, as his family faced political turmoil and financial instability. Despite these challenges, he pursued a career in acting, moving to the United States with hopes of creating a better life. While René found success in roles such as his work in Hill Street Blues, his career never reached the heights he desired. His personal life was equally troubled. His marriage ended in divorce, and he was estranged from his only child, a son named Diego. René struggled with health issues later in life, including bouts of depression exacerbated by his declining career. Tragically, he passed away on March 23, 1990, at the age of 56 due to pancreatic cancer, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and dedication to his craft. Michael Keenan, born on December 15, 1939, was 39 years old when he portrayed Reverend Little Ed Pembroke in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1979. Known for his fiery sermons and larger-than-life persona, Keenan's character brought a satirical edge to the show. Michael grew up in a conservative household, where his aspirations to become an actor were met with skepticism. Against the odds, he carved out a modest career in theater and television. Though he had several noteworthy appearances, including his role in The Waltons, Michael never achieved mainstream fame. His personal life was tumultuous. His marriage to actress Susan Michaels ended after 15 years, leaving him with 2 children, Emily and Matthew, who had strained relationships with him. Keenan faced financial difficulties, particularly during the 1990s, and battled loneliness after his divorce. Sadly, he passed away on April 30, 2020, at the age of 80. Despite his challenges, his contributions to the entertainment world remain appreciated by those who remember his work. Sylvia Sidney was born on August 8, 1910, and took on the role of Lillian Carlson, or Mama Carlson, in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1978, at the age of 68. Her sharp and commanding presence perfectly embodied the character of a shrewd businesswoman overseeing the station. Sylvia's life, however, was marked by deep personal loss and professional frustrations. Raised in New York City during the Great Depression, she turned to acting as a means of escape, achieving early stardom in films such as Fury and You Only Live Once. Despite her success, she endured 3 failed marriages, including one to actor Luther Adler, and had no children, a source of profound sadness for her. Sylvia's later years were marked by financial struggles, the deaths of close friends, and a lengthy battle with esophageal cancer. She passed away on July 1, 1999, at the age of 88, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and undeniable talent, though her personal life remained a patchwork of triumphs and tragedies. Woodrow Parfry, born on October 5, 1922, played Dr. Hy Monroe in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1978, when he was 56 years old. Known for his sharp intellect and dry wit, his character added depth to the show. Parfry's early life was shaped by adversity. He grew up in poverty during the Great Depression and served in World War II, during which he suffered severe injuries that left him hospitalized for months. Acting became both a career and a form of therapy for him, leading to a prolific career in television and film, including memorable roles in Planet of the Apes and Papillon. Despite his professional achievements, Parfry faced numerous personal challenges, including a troubled marriage to his wife, and, with whom he had 3 children. Their relationship was fraught with tension, and they eventually separated. Parfry's life was further marred by health issues and the emotional strain of losing his youngest son in a tragic car accident. He passed away on July 29, 1984, at the age of 61 due to a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of perseverance despite the hardships he endured. Gary Sandy was born on December 25, 1945, in Dayton, Ohio. He played Andy Travis, the ambitious and charismatic program director at WKRP in Cincinnati, beginning in 1978 at the age of 32. Andy, with his strong leadership qualities, was often the calm amidst the chaos at the radio station. Sandy's portrayal of the role earned him recognition, though he was often typecast in similar roles afterward. Beyond his acting career, Gary Sandy faced significant personal struggles, including 3 divorces, the first of which was to actress Joy McManigal. Despite his successes, he dealt with issues of loneliness and isolation. His career continued with guest roles in various TV shows, but the fame of WKRP left him in a shadow. He also experienced challenges with managing his finances and maintaining a consistent presence in Hollywood. Today, at 78, Sandy is largely out of the limelight, enjoying a quieter life away from the public eye. Loni Anderson was born on August 5, 1945. She portrayed Jennifer Marlowe, the glamorous and sharp-witted receptionist at WKRP in Cincinnati, beginning in 1978 at the age of 33. Jennifer was known for her beauty, intelligence, and poised demeanor, handling any situation with grace. Loni's personal life, however, was filled with ups and downs. She was married 4 times, with her most high-profile marriage being to actor Burt Reynolds. Their marriage, which began in 1988, ended in a highly publicized and painful divorce in 1993. Loni also had to face legal battles, particularly regarding custody issues with her children from previous relationships. Despite these challenges, she continued to find success in her career, though she gradually moved away from the public eye. Now 79 years old, Loni Anderson lives a quieter life and continues to focus on her personal well-being, far from the tabloid scrutiny of her earlier years. Richard Sanders, born on August 23, 1940, played the memorable role of Les Nessman, the quirky, overzealous news anchor at WKRP in Cincinnati. He portrayed the character starting in 1978 when he was 38 years old. Les Nessman's character was endearing in his awkwardness, often blending absurdity with sincerity, which earned him a beloved spot in fans' hearts. Off-screen, Sanders faced his own struggles, primarily with personal relationships and an unremarkable career after WKRP. Despite his television success, he never quite achieved the same level of fame in his later years. Sanders had a difficult time navigating life after the series ended, and though he had several romantic relationships, none of them resulted in lasting happiness. He has no children and has managed to stay out of the public eye in recent years. Now at 84 years old, he remains a figure remembered fondly by fans, though his private life was marked by disappointment and hardship. Tim Reid, born on December 19, 1944, portrayed Venus Flytrap, the cool, charismatic nighttime DJ at WKRP in Cincinnati, from 1978. At the time, Reid was 33 years old and brought a smooth energy to the show with his calm and laid-back demeanor. His character was a significant contrast to the chaotic environment of the radio station. Outside of his acting career, Tim Reid faced his own set of challenges. He had been married twice, and both marriages ended in divorce, with no children from either. His career, while successful in the 1970s and 1980s, had periods of decline, and he struggled to find roles that matched his early success. In 2005, he found solace in directing and producing, notably working on the TV series Sister in the 1990s. Tim Reid is currently 79 years old, and although he is retired from acting, he remains an influential figure in Hollywood, particularly in advancing roles for African American actors. Jan Smithers, born on July 3, 1949, was 29 years old when she played Bailey Quarters, the sweet and intelligent news reporter, at WKRP in Cincinnati starting in 1978. Bailey Quarters evolved from a shy, reserved reporter to a strong, independent woman who gained confidence throughout the series. Smithers had a promising career but struggled with the pressures of fame, especially in her personal life. Her first marriage to actor and director James Brolin was short-lived, and they divorced after just a few years. Smithers later married and had a daughter, but her second marriage also ended in divorce. In the years following WKRP, Jan Smithers retreated from the public eye and largely stepped away from acting, seeking peace and a more private life. She lived in relative seclusion and faced health issues related to her mental well-being, dealing with depression and anxiety. Currently, Jan Smithers is 75 years old, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. Sam Anderson, born on April 2, 1947, was a well-respected actor who portrayed Mason Noble, a composed and professional figure in WKRP in Cincinnati, 1979. Sam was 32 years old at the time of filming and added a significant dimension to the series with his sharp portrayal of Noble's interactions with the staff. His career, which began in theater, included a wide range of roles on both television and in film, and he was admired for his versatility. Anderson faced several personal struggles, including the difficult end of a marriage, which left him heartbroken and reflective on the fragile nature of happiness. Despite these hardships, he continued to act in a steady stream of roles. He has children, though details of his family life are mostly kept private. Now at 77 years old, Sam Anderson continues to live a quiet life, focusing on smaller projects and occasionally appearing in interviews about his storied career. Edie McClurg was born on July 23, 1945, in Kansas City, Missouri. At 34 years old, she portrayed Lucille Tarleck, the quirky and long-suffering wife of Herb Tarleck, in the 1979 sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. Lucille was a kind, often exasperated character who dealt with the outrageous antics of her husband with humor and patience. While Edie found success in this role, her career and personal life have not been without hardship. She struggled with the challenge of being typecast in comedic roles, often playing the ditzy or awkward characters. Her career took a toll during the 1980s when television sitcoms were beginning to shift, and she found fewer opportunities. On the personal side, Edie's marriage to her first husband ended in a difficult divorce, and she had no children. Though Edie has enjoyed a stable career, she also faced health challenges, including a period of isolation after her career slowed. Now 79 years old, Edie McClurg is largely out of the spotlight but is still recognized for her work and has reportedly found peace in her quieter life. Daphne Reid, born on July 13, 1948, was 32 years old when she played Elaine Parker on WKRP in Cincinnati in 1980. Elaine Parker, known for her elegance and composed demeanor, reflected the poise that Daphne Reid herself often exuded. Born into a middle-class family in New York, Reid excelled academically and was one of the first African-American women to attend Northwestern University, paving the way for her later success in acting and modeling. Despite her professional achievements, her personal life faced challenges. Her first marriage ended in divorce, and she later remarried actor Tim Reid, with whom she built a strong partnership. Reid also struggled with the pressure of maintaining a public image while dealing with private heartaches, including the loss of close family members and the societal challenges of being a black actress in Hollywood. Now 76 years old, Daphne Reid has retired from acting, dedicating her time to photography and philanthropy, finding solace in her creative pursuits and community work. Michael Fairman was born on February 25, 1934, in New York City. At 44 years old, he portrayed Buddy Barker in WKRP in Cincinnati, a character who added a distinct presence to the show in 1978. Known for his deep voice and strong character portrayal, Michael carved out a niche in both television and film. However, his career wasn't without its ups and downs. While he found steady work throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Michael faced difficulties in maintaining leading roles, with many of his projects never reaching mainstream success. He also endured personal hardship, including struggles with alcoholism, which contributed to the breakdown of his first marriage. Michael had 2 children, but his family life was often strained. Despite the challenges, Michael was known for his dedication to his craft and his ability to stay in the industry. Now at the age of 90, Michael Fairman has stepped away from the public eye but is remembered for his work on WKRP in Cincinnati and his numerous contributions to film and television. George Wyner was born on October 20, 1945. He portrayed D. Arnold Gonzer, a character introduced in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1980 when he was 34 years old. D. Arnold Gonzer was a professional, albeit quirky, figure within the station's environment, often offering guidance and a sense of order amidst the chaos of the radio station. Wyner's career, while marked by this iconic role, experienced the typical ups and downs that come with the acting world. Though he found some level of recognition on television, his career never fully took off. His personal life faced significant challenges, including a failed marriage and struggles with maintaining long-term relationships. He had no children and, despite his public persona, largely kept a private life. Over the years, Wyner has remained somewhat active in the entertainment industry, but his career has not been as prominent as it could have been. Now, at 79 years old, George Wyner lives away from the spotlight, though he is remembered fondly by fans of WKRP for his subtle yet impactful performance. Rosemary Forsyth, born on July 6, 1943, was 38 years old when she played Joyce Armour in WKRP in Cincinnati in 1981. Joyce Armour was a significant character, known for her strong-willed and commanding presence. Her interactions with the staff provided a crucial balance to the humor and chaos of the radio station. Rosemary Forsyth's career was full of promise, but she never reached the same level of fame that some of her peers did. Her personal life was marred by several rocky relationships and a series of unfortunate events, including a divorce from her first husband. Forsyth never remarried and had no children, leaving her family life relatively empty. Professionally, she found work in both film and television, but nothing matched her WKRP success. In her later years, she faced personal struggles, including the painful loss of friends and colleagues, but remained resilient. Now at 81 years old, Forsyth is largely out of the public eye and living a private life, finding peace away from the pressures of Hollywood. Who is your favorite character from WKRP in Cincinnati? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.